Hey everybody, it's good to see you all again. This segment is just to kind of let you guys know what is going on in this episode. So, in this episode, there is a situation. Towards the end, or anywhere in this episode, there is a blank. That means there's no sound coming in the episode, and you might think that is your fault. That is my fault. You can blame me, say it was my fault, because that is an editing problem, and that's because of recording and the recording platform that I use. If that happens to be in the episode, if that's in it, what you need to do is to just disregard it. Don't worry about it. Consider it like an ad break. Consider it like a break. Consider it like we're taking a 5 minute break. Consider it like that. So, no freaking out. No need to worry. Make sure you guys enjoy the episode, enjoy what's in it, and y'all have a good one. And enjoy this one. Really enjoy it and have fun. And please disregard the blanks in there. Consider them breaks. Hope you guys enjoy this episode and thank you guys for understanding and for your cooperation.
All right. I am back here on Sunday. I'm trying to stay awake. Texas is sunny right now, so I thought I should add a little weather thing. So y'all go out. I know it's 4:30, but you can still enjoy your fun. Anyway, I am here with Phil the Void. If you guys got a chance to watch the other interview with Faces, this is the friend we talked about. We talked a little bit about Phil the Void, but this is his actual official interview solo, so we're gonna get the whole story, and we have lots to talk about. So
Amazing.
I am beyond excited. So
Hello.
welcome to Wrap It Out. It's such an honor to meet you.
Hey guys, hello everybody. It's an honor to be here too. I'm really glad I have this chance to talk a little bit on your podcast. I hope we can get a lot of stuff out today.
For sure, yeah. I got a lot in my notes and my research, and I am so pumped and excited, especially since I already got a little taste of you in a past interview, so I feel like I kind of already know a little bit about you.
Nice.
So I definitely want to firstly talk about, well, of course, y'all can hear it by the tone of his voice, but you are Brazilian.
Yeah.
You are from Sao Paulo. So I definitely want to talk a little bit about your beginning as an artist. So where did this musical part of you come from? And is music really a thing where you come from?
Yeah, okay. So what I have in mind is I started playing bass when I was around 12-year old. Back then I tried a bunch of local bands, and I played punk, I played just alternate rock, and as far as I started to grow, I felt a little more connected to some heavier styles of music. um, in Brazil, we don't have a big public for heavy music, especially for music made in Portuguese, which is our language here. We do have a big public for bands like, let's say, Metallica, like Iron Maiden. So it's pretty old school metal music, heavy music here. The newcomers struggle a little bit to come and gain space on the music industry in Brazil. Um, when I was around 20, I guess, I decided that I wanted to do a little more music, like get out of the studio, get out of the garage bands that I had, and actually start producing something and releasing something and putting it out there. Um, that's when I created Fill the Void, to be honest. The name came from a dream. I dreamed about this name, and then when I woke up, I was so pumped with it, and I couldn't take this idea out of my mind. And before I even started releasing anything, which I only released in 2021, I've been working on Fill the Void since 2017, 2018 maybe. Um, Figuring out all of the industry, what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna present myself, how I'm gonna create my whole identity, right? Here in Brazil, we do have a scene, let's call that, for the type of music that I make, and it's hard to get in. But at the same time, they are really welcoming. So I do appreciate everybody that does music similar to my taste and my genre here in Brazil. But I always wanted to go worldwide, so that's why I chose to do it in English and develop my English. Um, I guess from where I come from, that's it that I have to say. But at the same time, I do love being Brazilian. I do love São Paulo. I don't plan on moving or something like that. At least not in a short term period. Uh, but yeah, I had to go English. I had to go worldwide if I want to make this work because the scene here does not have enough space to build a career in, at least yet.
Understandable. Wow. It's. I think you might be the first person from Brazil that's been on here, so I'm still getting used to that.
Nice.
But it's actually really
I
cool,
I know I have my accent.
right? But it actually
Right.
is very interesting your background because the music that you do. If somebody were to, if you were to tell somebody that you're from Brazil and you do this kind of music, they would never put those two together, which is actually where I'm going to ask next about. Which you do a lot of trap metal and a lot of other genres. So where do those come into play whenever you make music, and what got you into, playing with those genres and applying it to your own music career?
All right, so I feel that here in Brazil we are saturated with two specific genres, which is the funk, the Brazilian funk, which is totally different from American funk. American funk has guitars and stuff. Brazilian funk is a rhythm. Um, it's a little bit saturated here. It's something that I do listen and I do enjoy a little bit, but it's not something that I wanted to make. And we have our own country music, which is also really big here, but it's not something that I like. When you think of Brazilian, you think of Latin music, right? So you already expect that reggaeton vibe, I guess, the tum ta tum, and that's not where I wanted to be. There's that wasn't the identity that I wanted for myself. I wanted to bring more of a the hatred from the South America. I wouldn't say industry, but I would say our routine. Um, Things are different everywhere in the world, and here in Brazil, we have some specific topics that are not as developed as in a bunch of other countries. We do have a lot of things, especially in São Paulo, that goes a long way with what the world is expecting right now. Um, on every social development that the countries and cities end up getting. But at the same time, heavy music is not associated with South America at all. You might know one or two that come from here, like Sepultura, but it's not big. It's not relevant. And I ended up on trap metal thinking that we are lacking not only in Brazil but maybe worldwide a genre for rage music, music for angry people, right? Um, I guess metal with time ended up getting sort of boring. That's a bit harsh to say, but it's true. I guess if you just tune in a deathcore playlist right now, you're gonna listen to a bunch of songs that sound the same, and that's not how I felt about trap metal. I saw trap getting into the pop industry heavily on the past few years, ever since I don't know, maybe starting with Lil Wayne in 2009, I guess. And the way that the trap pierced the pop industry, I was like, okay, so maybe trap is the way to go. And how can I make trap angry then? And that's where I met like great big artists like not mad personally, okay, just like mad researching for music, like Ghostman, like Scarlord, like Suicide Boys, and I was like, okay, this is it. This is probably the future of heavy music, and I just set my mind into doing that. And I tried at first to get an identity that would visually look appealing. So that's why I chose the oni, the hania style, the mask that I use. And with time, I wanted to translate the idea of the oni into my trap metal, which would be the binary thing, right? The right and wrong, the ones and zeros. Oni is like that. It's passion and it's also rage at the same time. It represents both. Um, so when I tend to write, that's where I come from. I come from all the rage that I feel by just being Brazilian and looking at my government and looking at what police do here in Brazil, how politicians treat our country, and I just try to get there into my passion, which is music, and add there into sounds that resonate with people that like what I like. I guess that's it.
Thing. And I do have to agree about the stereotype. It's actually incredible that you are breaking out of that stereotype because I was about to get into that. Like, I swear that's everybody. Whenever they think of like Mexico, Brazil, they think of reggaeton. They think of those kind of sounds, and you just break out of
Yeah.
that you know category, and you made your own music, and you diving into something else. That is crazy. That is like, wow. I just
Exactly.
I just have a new wave of respect for you.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, I also don't mean any disrespect for every artist doing reggaeton. I love that our Latin culture got into music and got into the pop music worldwide. It's recognition for musicians from South America. But at the same time, it's not what I like to do. And I've grew up listening to like Bring Me the Horizon and Asking Alexandria and Limp Bizkit and especially Linkin Park. So I was like, why would I do what's expected of me instead of doing what I actually love? And I just went like head first into it. The first EP that I dropped was full on dark trap with trap metal. I loved the result of it. I spent years doing it, as I said. I until I released it, it was like 4 years of in the works. But it's really nice to know that people actually appreciate the fact that I don't just follow the stereotype here of what is expected. That's pretty good to
Yeah,
know.
absolutely. And very, very valid points. It's nice to hear somebody who's gone through like in the country and learning about the music. It's refreshing to learn your point of view of it at least. So that's really good
Yeah.
to hear about. And speaking about hearing about, I actually just saw this. I literally saw this morning, but I saw that you do the bass and vocals for the for Vile, which is a band y'all got.
Yeah.
So I want to hear about that because it looks like to be like one of your main focuses
Sure.
this year. So how did the band come to be? What kind of music y'all got going on? Like I want to know the background and everything about Vile.
Okay, no problem. So Vile is a band. It's a trio. It's me, Fear Complex, and Managammer. I do bass and vocals. Mana does guitars and vocals, and Fear does he's our DJ and producer, and he does most of the promo arts that we have. We have a great dynamic between us three. We met through a collective that I started back in the day. It's called Wasted Youth Collective, which I just want to give a huge shout out to all the members. They all really helped me grow musically, and they put their faith in me to run the whole thing with some other people. Of course, there's we have like 5 admins, and Vile started inside there. I tried to work with almost everyone inside Wasted Youth, and the greatest connection that I got was with Mana and with Fear. And we just thought like maybe if we do a project together, we could just add and get everything good about each other and put it all together. Um, so Vile started around November of last year. We dropped our first song on the beginning of March. We've been working really hard on our EP. The first song is called Crawl. We got a friend of us also on guitars doing the second guitars of the song, which is Retributions. Um, Vile started as something close to metalcore, but having rap inside metalcore, which wasn't something that we saw a lot. We do see new metal, which is metal with rap, but we didn't see much of that inside metalcore, with metalcore melodies, with metalcore screams, and we just thought maybe we could get there, bring trap elements to it. We also do trap metal. I guess the song that we dropped is full on trap metal. Crawl is trap metal. It's pure trap metal. But everything we are releasing later, the whole EP that we are making, which is called Toxic Thoughts, got way more of a got more metal than trap, and I guess that will speak and resonate really well with everything that we are building. I think we will open space and bring a new face to what metal can be. We've been seeing a lot lately of bands that their greatest song or the song that's getting more views and more public are usually the heavier songs. We can see that from Spirit Box, for example. Spirit Box released an album called Eternal Blue in 2021, and the song that got the most views is the heaviest song. So we were like, okay, so why don't we do a album which is only the heaviest song, without it being boring, without it being just random screams and weird drums. No, we want to bring bounce. We want to bring that Limp Bizkit bounce into distorted 808s with hardcore screams, with guitar doing metalcore riffs, and we are just innovating everything. I'm really, really confident with Vile. I do think we're gonna go a long way, and it's my main focus for the whole 2023. Of course, I'm doing some collabs as Fill the Void, but my head is almost 100% with Vile. I want to make Vile work. I think it's my best shot of going far, far with music.
Absolutely, I totally agree with it. It's an amazing concept, and so far I'm loving what y'all got. I can't wait to listen to Crawl again. I listened to it twice earlier because I was doing the dishes and listening to Crawl, and I was like, okay, I see what they got going on. I see y'all. Um, that
Nice.
felt really good. So thank you for helping me do my dishes.
Yeah, it's such a power song. I guess doing dishes felt like jam while
Did
while we were jamming
I
it.
was jamming. I think I spilled water on the
Yeah.
floor, but it was so worth it. I was so worth it.
Nice. Yeah, you might break a glass or two,
I make
right?
sure not to. I cannot afford to break any glasses. I can't afford.
I wouldn't blame you if that happened
I
though.
feel like it probably would. Like I felt like it probably would, but thank God it didn't. Thank God that all my
Yeah.
dishes are still like safe in my storage closet.
Nice, nice. All right.
Okay, seriously, back to serious mode. I am very excited though.
All right.
That y'all got the debut and the debut single. What like? It's only been out for y'all released on the 9th, so it's been 10 days now that it's been out, and and I already feel that as a hit. You know, how do y'all feel now that you got this, out, and people can hear about it? Like, how do y'all feel about it? And where do you see the band going?
Right. I guess for every start is rough. You know, you cannot expect to have thousands of listens on your first song. But at the same time, everybody that talked to us about the song was like, "Holy cow, this is just wow!" Right? It's such a the song has such a big feeling that 808 is just so punchy. The guitar just goes so wild, and I guess Mena's hook just fell so perfect inside that riff, and it's so catchy. I guess my verse I could keep it up. The energy, the crazy energy. Crawl was made thinking on a scenario. I actually wrote Crawl thinking like I'm on old Egypt and there's a pharaoh and he's fucking up everybody else, and I just want to get him down. I want to take that government down, and even if I have to crawl my way in, I will do it. And I just got that feeling and that energy, and I just thought about our Brazilian government, to be fair, what we have on the past 4 years, and I just like, oh my god, that dude is coming down, and I got all that hatred that I felt and put it in. I feel that Crawl might not be our greatest song, especially on the EP, but I do think it's the most catchy one. We do have other songs coming that I feel that might do better, but at the same time, Crawl will open a space for us in the trap metal scene. If it goes to the right playlist, if the right people listen to it, they're gonna understand that we have a lot to show. I truly believe that it can open doors. It might not be a big, ginormous hit, but it might help us get further. That's for sure, and at least like start our EP well, right? Hype it up for the EP. What's coming next? We have another song coming really soon, and we don't have a date yet, but the song is basically finished. Uh, and when that drops, then we are gonna have a better idea of what our public really wants. Do they want more trap metal? Do they want a little more metal than trap? Let's see. But for now, we are pretty optimistic, and we feel that we are going a long way with this project, no
I'm glad you
doubt.
have a clear vision for it. And I'm gracious that you were honest about how you feel about the single. A lot of people put so much faith in their first single. I'm glad that you really evaluated and you realized this might not be the best, but we got more that's coming. So that is very much appreciated. I love the honesty. I love the passion and drive. You
Yes,
know, very much love to you.
exactly, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I love Crawl. It's such a great song, but we have so much more in stock that I don't want to come out here and say, oh, it's the best song we ever made and whatever. Just like every major artist do, right? They're about to release something. They're like, oh, it's the best work we ever made. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. You know, let's see how it goes later. But for now, I feel that we have so much more to show that I don't want to put Crawl on a pedestal, right? Uh, though love that song. That song is so good. I'm so proud of being a part of
I'm
that.
proud for you. It's such a vibe. It's a bop. Like definitely. I'll probably be streaming it again tonight when I'm getting ready for work tomorrow. I'll probably be putting on my work playlist.
Nice, nice. Thanks. Wem. It's much
Of course,
appreciated.
yeah, absolutely. For sure. And speaking
Thanks.
of support though, this is something that I did not know that I do want to talk about. Is that you're a psychologist too? I definitely want
Uh
to
huh.
talk a little bit about that because that was something that I was like
Yeah.
shocked to find out that you are a psychologist and you graduated with a bachelor's degree and you graduated with sound design. Oh, please get into that because that's something that I just need to ask. Like,
Sure.
I I, I just want to know, you know, what got you into those, and what do
No,
you
no.
plan
Of
on using
course,
those
of course.
degrees for? And yeah, I want to know all that.
Amazing, amazing. Okay. So, yes, I am a psychologist. I graduated in 2021. I went to the 5 year college. I did everything, and I also work with psychology nowadays, with patients and inside an HR. I love psychology. I feel psychology made me realize a lot of how the world works. I feel people lack of empathy on a lot of conversations and the way that they take their day. Um, I guess a lot of people have this idea that the other uh, the public from, let's say, like the subway. You are inside the subway, it's crowded, and it has that feeling that everybody is an NPC, and it's not. It's a lot of different people with a lot of different problems going to somewhere to get somewhere. Everybody with a different life, with a different story and background, and that made me realize and put my ego down a little bit. Um, I decided to go to psychology when I left high school because I thought, well, I need to do something that makes me happy, and I knew that helping someone would make me happy. And I thought the best way to help someone is when someone is in crisis, right? It's the time that this person needs help the most. And in crisis, I guess they're gonna want to talk to someone that can listen, and I wanted to learn how to listen. So I got into psychology as my main profession, let's call that. With time, I was like, okay, I love this, but this is not the only thing that I love. And I noticed how much I liked playing with sounds, not necessarily making music, but having the sound there and altering it, or creating a sound and modifying it to be something else, like Foley or and in mix and master. So I started to study a little bit of sound design, and then I got into a course of sound design to learn how to use audio in my favor. Um, Music is not only writing and recording and dropping. You gotta make all those songs combine and harmonize and sit together, and that's the job for the person that's mixing. I'm not gonna say the engineer because engineering might require a little more study, and um, I just want to call it mixer, or the guy that does the master. And I wanted to be that guy. I wanted to develop myself inside that too because it's another thing that I love. I love making music, I love treating music, and I love psychology. Uh, I just went head deep into it. It was really fun to discover all the background from music, to discover how stereo works and why, when it started, who started it. And with time, I was just like, maybe psychology is not enough. I love it. I will do it for the rest of my life, but it's not the one thing only that I want to do. Sound design just came in with that idea of having music also as a source of income for me, since it's really hard being independent and making money as independent. With me studying sound design, I was like, okay, now I can work commission. Now I can treat audios for people, which is something that I like, and most musicians hate. Most musicians hate the mix part. It's my favorite part, to be honest. I rather mix the song than write the song, to be really, really honest with you. I love writing, I love composing music, but mixing is just, I get in my head, I get on it, and it's so peaceful for me. It's something that really brings me joy. So that's why I try to also do that. And also, I would like to mention that the fact that I'm a psychologist is the reason that I am anonymous. That the reason why I don't tell people my real name or show my face. I don't want what I on my music to contact work with psychology. I feel that sometimes I might be a little too harsh on what I say, especially on human suffering. And I feel that could get in the way of treating a patient. I don't know if my patients would be happy to know that someone that the person that is helping them actually feel the things that I feel. Um, so I try to leave everything on its world at some point. I do inspire myself to write on psychology, but psychology is one thing, music is another for me. Uh, and I want to keep it that way for as long as I can. I guess that's it. That's all I have to say about it.
Oh, okay. The face thing, that makes sense. That makes sense. I did the same. And I just want to say, that is incredible that you're into psychology. It's ironic because I want to be a teacher, so we kind of share a very similar background. But that's actually really great that you love helping
Nice.
people. You definitely are helping them through that and through your music. So that is really, really, really good to have that and sound design. And I love how you're going to use those degrees. You have my full support and all that. It's really, really great. I'm
Amazing.
so proud.
Thank you, thank you. I really work my ass off. That's for sure. That is undeniable. I have my 9 to 5 job. I have my patients on the night. I also do my music. I also do mix and master for me and for others. I do a lot of mixes for people inside Wasted Youth. So like one thing people cannot say about me is that I'm lazy because I'm not. I work really hard for what I want. I've always worked really hard for what I want, and I'll keep doing that. And just to get the recognition, just to hear someone saying like "congratulations," it's enough for me.
For
It
sure,
pays
yeah,
out.
absolutely. And I knew that off the bat as soon as Mrs. said your name and he sent me your ad and he said that this guy's amazing. I was like, I knew that you worked very hard. So that was like automatic. I was like, yeah, this guy works hard. And I knew that like from the start. That was no surprise to me. Like from the amount of music you put out and, from what you actually like
Amazing.
put out and you got recommended, by a lot of peers, it's like, yeah, this guy's the real deal. And I knew off the bat, like, yes, I want you here. I want you as soon as possible.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I also want to thank Newses. Newses has been such a great friend for me. We met each other not so long ago and we got a great connection. We can talk really, really well. I truly believe he's going places. He's so talented. It's such a good guy. Um, yeah, I just want to leave this out here because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here having this interview with you, and Shinigami wouldn't do as great as it's doing. Thanks to him, thanks to Lester, and thanks to also Savage Wab for adding us in his playlist, which gave us a lot of streams and a lot of public, and it's
Absolutely,
amazing.
absolutely. And actually, I was going to ask about the song, though. I did hear a little bit about the whole song, but how did it come, all together with the production and songwriting? What was the process of making Shinigami?
Yeah, that was the I think was the hardest song to make I ever did. I took a different lane on how to do it when we started. I got a producer friend of mine. He just like, hey, I got this beat. I don't know who could do it. Maybe you. I was like, okay. It's a long beat, so I was like, let me get someone in and I met Newses and I met a Leicester. I was like, hey guys, I was inside a group chat and I was like, hey, I got a beat here. I got 2 spots left. Anyone want in? And they were like, yeah, let me check it out. They were the first ones to reply. And then the whole thing just escalated. I chose Shinigami actually. I was doing an album back then called Bad Wi-Fi, where every song was about either a show or a TV program or a movie that um, left a mark on me at some way. And so I made songs in that album for The Shining. I made songs for Saw. I made songs for Donnie Darko. and many others. And Shinigami was supposedly going inside that album, but then I held back a little bit. I was like, no, let me just drop the album first, and maybe this later. So when I started writing, I got the whole Angel of Death idea, where I just started with a hook. I did a hook. I sent a laser and I sent newses, and they were like, "Okay, okay, this is doing well." And then it was a lot of back and forth. So like I would do part, and then Aleister would do his part, and then I would go next, and then Aleister again, and then me, and then loses, and then back, and then go and back. So I guess we spent around 4 months on that song or something like that. It was crazy. We changed a lot of stuff midway. The mixes, actually, maybe 6 or 7 different mixes till we get that sound right. It was really challenging, but when I listened to Shinigami, all I got in my mind is that the song is so dynamic. Every 4 by 4, the flow changes, and somehow it just speaks all together. It talks all together. I feel Alaser and News did such a great job on their verses, and I feel even though my hook is not that catchy, because the lyrics are not that easy, the bounce that I brought to it made the song special at its way. And we know that you don't have to have crazy good lyrics to make a good song. Yeah, Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana, for example, because the hook is stupid, right? It's one of the most stupid lyrics of all time, and still is such a great song. Like I love that song. The world loved it. I just thought that in my mind. I was like, no, I don't have to trip about it. Just make something that talks to the instrumental, talks to what you wanna say. I did a lot of research on what Shinigami means to the culture, not only for Death Note, but I wasn't with a lot with Death Note in my mind, but the whole concept of having a Death Note and understanding what the Shinigami means made the song just so dynamic, so big, so life changing. I gotta say,
It
it's life
is,
changing to
and
make something like that.
that was one of the like biggest collabs that I've listened to so far. That was one of the biggest that I had a chance to listen to. I was like, whoa, okay. As soon as I heard that, I was like, this can't be real. And then it was, and y'all just did really good. Even your verse, I vibe with it. It was it was just like very phenomenal work, and I would listen to the collab a million times a day if I had the time or energy.
Yeah, and it's such a great beat, like that cowbell just fits so well in that beat. On Nuz's verse, we added a guitar with some girls beat on it for some feeling, and just blended so
For
perfectly.
sure,
I
yeah,
just
there's so
love
much
that
to love
song.
about it, and y'all did amazing on it. So props to every single one of you. Absolutely,
Nice,
yes.
nice. Thank you. It's much
For sure,
appreciated.
absolutely. And I'm very excited because after this interview, they'll get a chance to hear Shinigami and Crawl. So if y'all liked it, y'all need to follow up and send as many love to him as you can because it's really those are really good bops. Like there's a reason why he sent it to me and sent it as a showcase because those are really good and they're bops. So y'all listen to it, y'all show love to it. It's you know y'all got to.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. Yeah, that's it. I'm on Instagram, fill the void, underline official, and just follow me there. If you use Spotify, also follow me on Spotify. I'm always posting on Instagram some pre-save links so people know when stuff is coming out, and they get and Spotify delivers to them when I'm dropping next. But yeah, also to news is I think it's at Q Newsy. Um, the O's are X's, and a laser is at a laser official. Um, Noses and a laser got a cat on their picture, so don't get that. Don't mind that. All right. but it's good to know that whoever will listen to this song heard me speaking a little more about it, and I guess when they know how and how much work was put into it, um, the song will
Very
be a
much
little more
true.
special
Yeah,
for the listener.
definitely. And I was gonna ask about the I'm gonna ask about the mask thing. Is that is that also because of the face thing, or is this something you wanted to wear? Because it's a really nice, it's a really cool, interesting mask. I just gotta ask about it.
Oh, nice. No, it starts with the idea that I want to be anonymous, and it took me a while to decide what was gonna be the look. At first, I thought different things, but then when I found my first Hania mask, which was simple, it was white, it was hard shell, you know, I was like, okay, this is it. Let me search about it. And first I chose the mask, and then I guess if I didn't choose that mask, the whole Hania and Oni mask to start with, I guess my music would be very different. I try to make my music talk with that mask. I've changed mask 3 times already. My last album had a white and blue mask, and now I'm with a red mask. I like to think on eras. I guess bad Wi-Fi is behind me. Not on a bad way, but it's just like that was a phase that I had. Now I'm on a new phase. This new phase, I think this new mask, which is red with gold, just speaks a little more to what sounds I'm looking for. And also the fact that this new mask doesn't have space for the mouth. I guess it also tells people that you should expect less of me speaking and more of me being something else, like Vile, where I'm a bassist. Of course, I do vocals, but I'm a bassist. I guess when you have a mask that the mouth is open, you already expect the guy to sing, to speak. When the mouth is closed, you expect him to do something else. And I want people to know that I can do something else. I can do bass. I can do a little bit of guitar. I can do drums, and I'm not just a vocalist. And it just this mask just I just found it and I was like, okay, it gotta be it. I just fell in love with it the first time I saw it, and I got it. And as soon as it got home, I was like, oh my god, I need some pictures. And my beautiful girlfriend just helped me take some pictures of it. She edited it, everything, and I just really glad with the image and
Well,
the
I'm so
whole
glad
image
for
identity
that. And
that I have
props to
right now.
girlfriend. The mask is lovely. Could you make me one too? Just just throw my name there. Could you? They keep telling me to show my face on here, and
I might,
maybe with
yes.
a mask I could get away with it. Right.
Yeah, exactly. See, it's a way. It's a way.
Okay.
I mean, we have bands that like till this day we don't know their identity, like Ghost PC. Like we're not sure who they are yet, or Sleep Token, and they use masks. And I was like, okay, it might be a little old because of Slipknot and Mushroom Red, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't care if it's old. It just speaks to me, and if it was old, I'm gonna make it new. We have the this whole emo revival thing going on lately, and I mean the old just comes back, right? The Weeknd is dropping songs that sound just like 80 songs. So if you say the masks are old,
Hmm. Yeah,
you're just saying
definitely.
that the masks are coming
And
back,
you are
right?
not wrong about the mask, though. You are not wrong about it. A lot of them do use it, and they're rocking as hell. They are sick. So, yep, definitely relate to that. Yeah, I just thought
Yeah.
I should drop my name there because people keep asking for my face, and I thought I should give it a shot. Um, sick. You are
No,
just
absolutely,
awesome.
absolutely.
you. You
Thank
are
you,
too
thank you.
kind.
You're pretty great too.
Now, I thought I should at least mention, but you are part of the Wasted Youth Collective, so I want to know um, a little bit about that. I don't know anything about it, so I want to know the basics of just the collective. What do you do in the collective? What do y'all got going on? And, can anybody join in it?
Sure. Okay, okay. So, Wasted Youth Collected was I think we started it maybe on the end of 2021. It started as a group chat for networking at first. With the group chat went well. A lot of people talking, a lot of people stayed there, and some connections, some close connections were starting to get made inside there. And we just thought it would make sense for us to make that an actual group. We struggle a little bit like maybe a few weeks with the name of it and even the concept, because you can call it like gang or you can call it team, or whatever, and we just thought collective would work better. Now we have, I guess, 5 admins, but we started. I'm one of the co-founders. All the admins are co-founders too. They are there from start. It's me, Fear Complex, Manager, Lit Cobra, and Vampire 66 Dark Noise. Wasted Youth comes with a premise that's for artists to help each other. We do heavy and hard music. We don't stick to genres. So if you want to do metal, okay, it can be a part of Wasted Youth. If you want to do like some hard techno beats, alright, that's not a problem. But we don't drop like lo-fi stuff under the name. We don't drop Latin stuff under the name. We drop hard and heavy music under the name of Wasted Youth. Um, the whole concept there is helping each other with our abilities. So if I'm a guy that and I am a guy that is good with mixing vocals, especially, uh, I mix you a vocal, and you can do me a cover art, and we don't charge each other. The whole concept there is not charging each other inside this collective. So we have beat makers there that just make beats for us, and they got their royalties, but it's uh, I mean, the song it's from both of us. So if I make a song with a producer there, it's 50-50, but I'm not paying him for the beat. And it's not like he's not even paying me back for anything too. There's no money transactions inside Wasted Youth. And we just thought that that was the way to get everybody's strong points to work in everybody's favor. And the more we work together, the more all of us get known. So people are listening now to what Wasted Youth is. They might look it up and they might find amazing artists with it, right? The whole thing there is help each other and help each other. To join, we have a recruitment process where you talk to us, admins. We are gonna listen to your stuff. We're gonna talk amongst ourselves. We're gonna see if it fits, if it's what we are looking, and if it is, we're just gonna give you the rules of the collective, and you're in. It's as basic as that. To be really fair, um, we are always looking for people. We are always looking for amazing musicians, and not only musicians but editors too. We also have like video editors. We have graphic designers inside Wasted Youth, and it's just help each other the most that we can. We share each other's stuff. We let everybody know that our friend dropped something, and it just works really nice, and the flow of it. It's better than any other thing that was a part of before. Right now, I'm also inside another collective which is News's collective. It's called TNC, the News Collective. They work close to what we have, but not exactly the same. It's a little different, but they are also a great collective. I have great friends there, like Michael, and uh, I just like. It's just that Wasted Youth is like a baby to me, right? It's something that I started, and I just want to keep it with me, close with me. You gotta keep your close ties together, and Wasted
Nice. Well,
Youth
thanks for
is my
breaking down
close
the
tie.
collective. And That's right. He did mention about the collective y'all, and I totally forgot about that. I forgot how close you guys are. That I don't know how the hell that slipped my mind, but
Yeah, nice, nice. Yeah, no, it's okay. It's
it
okay. It's
is.
a lot to talk
And
about
I
too,
kind of
right?
knew it was gonna be a
It's a
lot
little
because
hard
I
to keep up
just
with
saw.
everything.
Because y'all only a couple hours apart that I saw you guys, so I was like, okay, just set my mind to what's coming. So, um, but regardless,
Yeah,
I just thought I should ask about it since you are a part of it, and it's only fair, you know. So yeah, I
amazing,
love the
amazing.
link too. I love the Hey link.
Yes,
I've
yes.
never heard of Hey link. Where did you find it, by the way? Everybody uses Linktree whenever like they send me stuff. They use Linktree. Where'd you find Hey link?
Well, I started using Linktree a while back, but then something happened on my Instagram, and Instagram said that I couldn't use the Linktree on my profile. So I was like, okay, let me find another one that works the same. I just Googled it, and it was the second option. And honestly, I like it even more than Linktree. I think mostly because it's different, right? Everybody uses Linktree. Everybody, the aesthetic of Linktree might be a little saturated now, and this Hey Link me just popped up, and I was like, okay, this works, and they updated like very
It's really
constantly.
nice. I
Every time you
love
can
it.
add
I
something
love
new
that the
to it,
links
so
are
I really like
color
it.
coded to match with the logo. Like I love how they match the color to match with your Instagram, and I love how they match the green with Spotify. And I even love they matched Apple Music and they matched the color with the icon and the link. Like that's actually really good. I love it. And they even match the color of the cover of the music and matches it. Like that's really cool. I like it. It is. I was just
Yeah,
asking because
yeah, it's a
I've
great design.
always everybody uses Linktree, so I was like, I wonder what this is.
I know it's worth checking it out. Not nothing against Linktree, okay, but it's
Right,
just I was like,
absolutely,
okay, let me
absolutely.
try something out, and it just worked better than I
For
expected.
sure. Um, and thank God I asked about it too, because I was confused for a bit. And oh my God,
Nice.
I just realized that you put the mask on your story. I didn't realize it, but you put. Oh no, that's not a mask. That's a filter on Instagram. That's a filter. Oh, I
Yes,
love it.
yes,
Oh my
that's my
God,
favorite
it's.
filter.
I'm not sure what it is, but
No, no, it's a great filter, and it's like it's every time that I need to post something, I go and get my mask and wear it off, and I was like, okay, let me just try to find something else that I can use here too, and that filter was like, okay, that's it. So you might see me more
right.
with that filter on
Well,
my stories
I
than
vibe
with
with
my
it for
mask,
sure.
my actual mask.
I love that kind of stuff. I'm into horror and all that kind of thing, so I was like, whoa, okay, interesting. I love it. I definitely vibe with
Amazing,
that. um, Now
amazing,
I did
amazing.
see that this year you are focusing on collabs more. Is there a reason why you're focusing on
Nice.
collabs more and not on solo work?
Well, ever since I dropped my album, I guess I had this in mind that the EP wasn't enough to show how good I can be. And then I thought about the album and I made the whole album. Of course, there are a few features in there, but it's mostly only me and a producer, of course, but vocal only me. And by the end of last year, I was like, okay, so if we're starting Vile, I need to get my head 100% in Vile. I cannot let Fill the Void fade, And to do a solo song is considerably more work than doing a collab. Plus, the collabs, you get two different publics to the same song. So it's my fans and the other guy's fans, right? I was like, maybe now is the time for me to get my music out there through collabs, since I already have a portfolio out, which is my album, my EPs, and the singles that I dropped before, and focus. If I'm doing me, I'm doing Vile now, and still like Shinigami dropped. I dropped a song with Gutter Junkie recently too, with Ryan Shit too. Um, but that's the focus for the year. For the year, I don't want to drop solo stuff. What I want to focus now is Vile. I will appear here and there on a few collabs, yes, because I don't want to just forget that I'm also me and not just part of the band. But I guess the plan for 2023 is pretty established by this point. It's Vile all the way, and I don't have the time to develop stuff for Vile and for myself, particularly right now. At least not a full song. When it's like you already have the beat and you have like, I don't know, a minute of a song, it's not that hard to get there, right? It's way less work to write, to know what you want to write, to vibe with it. Um, I will be back at solo stuff at some point. Yes,
Hmm.
I do just think now is the
Interesting
time
take.
to make File fly.
And that makes a lot of sense. Yes, you do benefit when you do collab. You do reach multiple other audiences versus doing solo work. That makes a lot of sense, actually. And that explains a lot. So I truly support all the collabs and projects that are
Yeah.
on the way. So oops, sorry, my phone. Um, on that note, though, I do really support that. And along with those collabs, though, is that all that this year's going to be for, or is there anything else that
Yes.
you feel that you should say? And what should we look forward to?
I guess you everybody should look forward, especially for Vile. To be fair, Vile is the work of 2023 for me. I am dropping a few stuff. I'm dropping a song soon with Vampire Dark Noise. I have a song in the works with 330 Benzo. I also have something with Michael Ricciardi. So you will see me outside of Vile this year at some point. It's not going to be so constant, but if you keep following me this year, if you're knowing me now, just know you gotta follow Vile too. You gotta keep up with Vile. I will be posting Vile a lot more than
Well,
anything
I'm
else.
super
That's
excited.
the focus now.
I
That's what you should
am
expect
just
from me this year.
beyond excited, and I'm so proud and I'm so happy for you. And you already got supporter here, so I'm looking forward to all that. And I'll be on your Instagram until the release. Sick. Well,
Amazing, amazing.
oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Whenever no, I was just gonna say that yeah, whenever this is out, I want to share as much as I can. I'm gonna tell everybody. I'm gonna tell the collective to listen. I'll say that I
Absolutely,
mentioned them,
absolutely. And that's
and
one of my
I
main
hope this
things that
goes a
I
long way
wanted
for
to
both of
do
us.
whenever I was even scheduling it. I was like, I want this guy to get the same promotion as his friend, as other people, because you do deserve so much more than what you're dealing with right now. Like that's my whole goal with really anybody, when it comes to music, when it comes to interviewing. Like I want to push you because I really do honestly care about you and your music and your brand. I do sincerely care. That's why I have you on here. Like I don't just have people just promote. Like I do seriously care about you and about
Absolutely.
music, and that's what I push for. So it's all good on my. Sure, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I really appreciate that. And I mean, I didn't know you before yesterday. Now that I know you, you're totally gonna be always present for me, and I'll totally keep up with everything that you are releasing. This is pretty nice. It's such a great project, and you are opening such a
Much
great space for
appreciated.
us to
And
talk. You
I
know,
already
and
followed you on
I just
IG,
love
so
it.
I
I just
cannot
love it.
wait for all that's coming my way and coming the world's way. And they better watch out for you. I'm just telling the world right now, you better watch out for Fill the Void. Like, he's coming for y'all, and he's coming hot and ready.
Oh yes. Oh yes, I am. I am. All right. Thank you. I really want to appreciate you and this opportunity. This is so great. This is the first time I'm talking here. I'm just such a newbie with interviews, and I felt so
Aw, I'm so
comfortable here.
glad.
It's
That was
been
my
just a
main
great
goal,
experience.
was to make sure this was great for you. And I am just beyond proud and genuinely happy about everything that's going on. And just, yeah. Did you have any last thing that you wanted to share with the fans before we head off for the night?
Oh, I just want to thank everybody that has been listening to my songs. Anyone that's new, nice to meet you. Hello, I'm Phil. I'm a really chill guy. You can always, my DMs are always open. I'm a really good person, and I think my music is even better. Uh, I tend, not that I tend, but I really want to get to places where people will recognize how this genre, how my collective, how my band is special. And I want people to know how special it can be and it is for me. Um, and also just thank you and everybody that helped me along this way, this journey that I've been with Fill the Void, which is 5 year long now. Um, 2 years out, but 5 year long for now, and it's just I'm just going up and up and up and up, and at some point, whoever listened to this is gonna be like, oh, I was there, you know. I want that feeling of like the real OGs that is gonna be here listening to this and knowing what I have to say, and they're like, oh man, I follow you since Rep It Out, and that's crazy, you know, like, oh man, that's so satisfying. um, thank everybody, and
Such powerful
whoever
words.
is
Thank
new,
you. Thank
welcome and
you,
enjoy.
guys. He is Fill the Void everywhere you can find him. If y'all haven't found him, you're either losing out, you're a loser, or you're blind as hell.
Amazing.
So, um, seriously though, sorry, on my phone. Y'all check him out
Yeah.
everywhere. As far as my end, we got a lot of stuff going on. As you guys saw, I've been doing interviews all day, so I'm just really tired. So, anyway, um, I hope to see you guys the next time, and I hope you guys enjoying season 3 so far. And we'll be back on here. I will make sure that he'll be back on once he gets more music, and maybe the whole Vile band. You know, who knows?
Yes, yes. I was talking to Vio
Yeah,
yesterday, and they were
definitely.
like,
That would
"Oh,
be
we
a
should do
major
one of those."
interview.
I was like,
Like the
"Yes, we
three of you.
should."
Like that would be huge. I can't wait for that. Oh yeah, that's already like etched in my brain. Like
Okay, okay.
that's
So
like
that's
automatically yes.
happening. Be
That's
sure that
going to
that's happening.
happen. Yes. Um. But anyway, I will catch y'all next
Amazing,
time. Be
amazing.
blessed. Peace out. And remember, no drugs, no smoking, and please stay away from any drinking unless you have a birthday. Just so y'all know, because I would hate to see you guys drunk on Instagram and drunk texting me. It's never happened to me, but I just want to
Yes.
let you guys know. So anyway, be careful, be blessed, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out. Love you. Bye. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight as we dove into a wonderful podcast episode. Now, in this following segment, you will get a chance to hear this artist's showcase because every artist that comes on the show requires to do a showcase. So, buckle up, get some popcorn, and enjoy the showcase. I hope you guys love it and check out the artist when you get a chance to. Hope you guys love it. Enjoy.
Date of death, Oxheader's face. Your death is on its way. No suicide, evil intent. Shinigami set you free. A date of death, Oxheader's face. Your death is on its way. No suicide, evil intent. Shinigami set you free. Pesticide, watch you petrified, watch you overtime. All these sick crimes flourish in the nighttime. How I cower from the pride, how I cower from the pride, how I cower from the pride, how I cower from the. If I could write my name on every single page of this death note, you can bet I would, cause I can't live like this anymore. I cannot anymore. Your name in the book, your shame on the hook. Mr. Barber, seek for kindness, say I'm gutless while you're out of this. With my take me, I'm not even gonna keep save me. Scream, bleed, and break me. Shitty on me, never found me. A date of death, Oxheader's face. Your death is on its way. No suicide, evil intent. Shinigami set you free. Flash like a buffalo, don't dare I tell myself I die. I'm a base, I'm a head. Flesh, rubber, straight or color. I'll deliver you to death. I won't let you rest. I'll make sure you suffer like a tank of vital blood. Give a fuck about what they say. I've been deep up in the business of creating other claims. I could never be erased. I could never be replaced. I'll become the grim reaper till we'll bring a rolling flame. Do or die, glorified, evil light, horrified. Do or die, glorified, evil light, horrified. Shinigami. Bitch. for every one of them.